Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Bernie here, and in this video, I wanted to share with you my accessories to use alongside with my GH6 right here. Most of these accessories were old gear, and for me, why buy new stuff if I can still use what I have at the moment and utilize them until the end of their life cycle? I will talk about the gear that I use for weddings, most especially, so join me right now. Alright, first on the list is this Olympus Pro 12-40mm f2.8 lens. This lens is my favorite and my go-to lens for my GH6, and it was my go-to lens as well for my G9 and GH5. So why not use it still with the GH6? This lens has a very nice weight to it. It's not too heavy and not too light either. It is just right. It's stock sharp and even wide open. There's no softness to the images. You know, I don't notice any image degradation as well when using it. This is also built like a tank, and the other thing that I love about this lens is the focus ring. You can easily use this as a manual lens by pulling it like so. Very easy to use and turn when manually focusing. So really, I love this lens, and if you'd like to know more about it, click the link right here for my review. Alright, next is this Rode Stereo Video Mic Pro. You know, I got this years ago when I joined the My Rode Reel short film contest. This was actually an incentive from Rode by just joining the contest, and this is now my go-to on-camera microphone for my GH6. It's a great overall on-camera microphone, and the best thing that I love about this is the automatic on. You just have to set it once, and once plugged in, it's always ready to be used. You know, all you have to do is to power on the camera, and this will turn on as well. It will also shut off once you turn the camera off. Not only you're saving the built-in battery, but also will save your shot and headache in post. You know, there were countless times that I keep forgetting to turn the mic on. Really frustrating and annoying sometimes, but it was no longer an issue for me once I got this Rode Stereo Video Mic Pro. A game changer for me. I'm a big fan of Rode microphones since they just work. And I did a comparison video with all of my Rode on-camera mics, and if you haven't seen that video yet, you can click the link right here. Alright, moving on now to the third accessory that I have for the GH6 is this good old power bank from Anker. You know, when I got the GH6, I got really excited. You know why? Because one of the features that I love about this camera is to be able to power it on by using a power bank. Yes, this one will help a lot. It is really helpful when you're on a shoot, most especially if it's a long one. Maybe you already know, or for those of you who doesn't have a GH6 yet, battery life is not good, when compared to the G9 and the GH5. You know, because the battery lasts forever. But it's not the case with this camera, unfortunately. And also because the GH6 is so feature-rich that the battery can't really handle a longer filming time. You know, the GH6 and the S5 have the same battery, and it's readily available right now, but it is expensive. And that's why this 20,000 milliamperes Anker power bank comes in handy. I haven't really tested how long it runs for the GH6, but this will definitely make my life easier when filming. I don't really have to change the battery often when using this, and I'm so glad that the GH6 has the ability to be powered on by this power bank from Anker. I would assume that the other power bank brands will work too, but this Anker definitely works with the GH6. Please note though that you can charge the battery while recording. You can only charge the battery when it's turned off. And also, the battery has to be in the camera for it to work. The only thing about this is that I have to find a solution to mount this one either on top or on the side, and that's only achievable by using a cage. And let me tell you now that I am not really a fan of using camera cages since they add weight and bulk to the camera. But don't get me wrong, the only camera cage that I have is mounted on my SONY ZV-1, and that's about it. And see, still I have one. If I can get away without using one, then I'd be happy, and I don't really have to use one at all. I want my gear to be mobile and easy to use as much as possible, as small as possible. And in this case, my GH6, the lens, and this one right here. Alright, last but not the least is my trusted DJI Ronin S. I know it's outdated and heavy compared to the new ones that DJI released a while back, but still it works and I have already gotten used to it. And also this one is so easy to carry. Just remove the battery as well as the main gimbal. I always just keep this in my bag like so and just put them together during the shoot. So easy and fast, and as I always say, no fuss, no buzz. I will keep using this until it breaks. But so far, so good since this one is built like a tank and still great up to this day and will still be used for years to come. So yeah, there you go. Those were my accessories for the GH6 that I'm using and plan to use. And even though most of them were old gear, doesn't mean that they no longer work. You know, before I used to buy newly announced equipment right away that I'm really interested in having, but not anymore. I really have to think hard if I really need a certain gear or not. And also, it doesn't mean that if you have a new camera, you also have to get new accessories to use alongside it. Well, yes, you definitely can if you have that extra money. Good for you, but it isn't the case for me. So, how about you? What are your thoughts about the accessories I showed you? And also, if you have the GH6, what are your accessories for it to make filming easier and why you chose to use them? Do you have a go-to one or a favorite accessory as well? Let me know in the comment section below and let's discuss. So there you go. I hope you find this video helpful. If so, give it a like and don't you forget to subscribe to see more future GH6 videos. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell icon to be notified with more awesome videos. This is Bernie. Until next time, goodbye for now.